Taurus. Hello, beautiful soul. I hope you're doing amazing. This is going to be your love story reading for mid-August. Your energy was a shift. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. I do read all the comments. If you need a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Please check the link in the description box below. Check the times because we're running into mid-August at this point. And or you can go to that website up there. Okay? So, Taurus, let's see what we have for you. Let's see what this is about. Spirit, what do you have for Taurus regarding their love life mid-August? Sacred Union. We're starting off good. The Metal King. And the Phoenix. And the Ice Queen. You have the Ice Queen and the Metal King. Okay. Taurus. So, this is what we got going on here. At one point, this was a really good relationship. I feel like you feel a connection with this person, and it was worth trying again. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. I feel like your person is not letting you in all the way. I almost feel like they're putting up boundaries or blocking you. They're creating a blockage for you. And it's more about them than about you. But they may express that you're the reason why they're putting up the blockage. But let's be honest, Taurus, they've decided to do this. Okay? And I feel like it's up to you. And I hate to say this, but you need to just let it be. Okay? Because I feel like it's just too stressful at this point. Yeah. You need to surrender to non-action on this one. And I hate to say that. This energy was a big shift from the last one I just did. Yeah, you definitely tried to do this new beginning. This person just... No. You know, they're just not having it. They may be ready to break up. And you need to... This is my call to you, Taurus, to be okay with this. And to understand... Not understand this transition, but respect it. For your own mental health, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be holding on to this and they're ready to let it go. But you don't need to hold on to it in your heart either. That doesn't let you be open to love again in the future, because I feel like that's there for you. Okay? Yeah, it's time for you to get back to yourself. You know, it's like getting back to that respect for yourself and just allowing this to be whatever it is, you know, kind of having that nonchalant attitude about it, unfortunately, that you don't want to have, but you have to have. Oh, Taurus. So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, let's see what you're leaving behind and walking into mid-August with. Yep, the World, the Page of Wands, Justice, Strength, and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. Yeah, you got to learn moderation in this situation. The worst thing that you can do is give too much here, Taurus. Okay. The World card, because a cycle has ended. So you're either on this side where you know something needs to end. Either this relationship needs to end, or you need to try to restart it again. So I feel like you were more on the let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. They may have messaged you, or you got a message from them and you're like, oh, okay. Well, this probably means something good. I don't feel like it did, okay? I feel like this person is just contacting you to let you know that they're about to cut this out or move away from it, or there needs to be more boundaries or more space or something like that, okay? You have to be strong and accept this, Taurus, unfortunately. You need to accept it. So I feel like during this month, you're more learning how to accept it and go and get your drive and your mindset to go away from this person, because you were thinking about starting it back up again, or you got like this brief moment where you were like, oh, things are gonna start again, but now you have to get back on track of where you're actually going, and it's gonna be moving more towards you, okay, is what I'm getting. Okay, so the Page of Swords here. Yeah, you definitely had to make a judgment. It's like you knew that things had to end. Whether, like I said, going forward or back, you don't know which one it was going to be. But you know that there had to be a decision made. And with the Queen of Swords, you know that there's something that had to happen. Because it's just too much hurt. It's just too much, like, shenanigans going on. And that needed to change. So you had some time to think about it. And I feel like you were like, well, we could at least try it again. We can try to see if it works. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to do it. Let's try it to make it work. Okay? You were met with confusion, though. You were met with a whole lot of nothing. Probably a whole lot of talking. You know what this reminds me of, Taurus? You know how you have a conversation with somebody and then at the end you're like, what did we just talk about? That's what it feels like to me. Like it didn't really go anywhere. I feel like this person is trying their best to beat around the situation instead of saying what they need to say. Eventually, I feel like you're going to understand because they separate themselves, or they take a rest, or they say we need a break, or we need some space, and then you get it. At that point, you're like, I see what's happening here. Okay? Be careful that you don't try to manipulate this situation, okay? Be strong, go with the flow, let it go, okay? Yeah, the Knight of Coins, you need to be rational here on your next steps, because you're sad. You're sad, you're hurt, you're starting the grieving process. You're like, oh my God, what is happening? Why is this happening? What do I do? You know, you may lash out and try to make things happen or try to build something. But this is going to be the time where you build up your strength about what's going to happen next. Okay? I feel like you think that you've lost your future. But that's not true. You're gaining a new future. You have to change your mindset. Yeah. You're going to have to spend some time with yourself to change your mindset. Definitely, Taurus. Okay? Yeah, you need to go through a healing process. You need to get some balance. This is definitely a mental process with yourself. You're going to have to see this as a win for yourself, because you get to get out of something that has been holding on to you without giving you anything. So it's like you get released from that. Bottom of the deck where we end, the Tower. Okay, the Tower talks about a change in structure, and it's hard for you to take because you're like, I didn't expect this to come. You got the fastest reading. It's 10 minutes already. That was the quickest. Oh, Taurus. Taurus. So let's see what we have for chakra energy for you guys. Okay, bottom of the deck we have expansion. I do feel like the risk that you took started this into motion, but you needed to do it because you needed to get unstuck. You needed to get out of complacency, which has been in everybody's reading. You needed to get out of that state of complacency, and this is what needed to happen to get you out of that energy. You had to speak up. It was like, you have to express yourself, you know. You got to get what you want, and then cause and effect had to happen, okay? So the thing here is, I feel like this was blocking you emotionally because nothing was happening. It's like a drain that you had to get rid of. You may not see it that way, but chakra energy wise, it was doing that. It was taking over your desires and your optimism, and you know, you have to replace that with your own strength now moving forward. They have gratitude because they respect you. They're thankful of the relationship that you had. At the same time, they don't want to hurt you, but they don't want to continue this either. Okay, so I don't even feel bad about it. It's like, just know. And I think I said that earlier, and that's what it was like. It's just like, no. That's what it feels like to me. All right, so in the relationship, we have prayer, and this may seem bitter. It may seem terrible. It may seem like everything just fell apart, but you have to see that it all happened for a reason. It's like the grass is greener on the other side type of situation where, yes, you were in something. Yes, it was something that you thought you wanted and you were waiting on, but in the long run, it was just best for you all to separate. It was best for this to disconnect, and you have to look at it that way, which I feel like is going to take you some time to understand. Okay? Taurus, your general reading will be out on Tuesday. Okay? It's going to be a doozy probably. But thank you so much for allowing me to do this for you. Blessings. And I will talk to you later. I love you. Bye-bye.